everyone, I'm Kirsten from the MassRealty Communications team, here today to talk with Roland Houle about a very interesting and locally famous hot dog and burger trolley concession trailer, which is kind of a big, a mouthful there. So this is in Framingham and it's called Zippity Do Dog. I was super interested to talk to Roland today because unique spots like this really add an interesting element to a community for both local people and people visiting. So I think it's going to be really fun today. So thanks for joining us, Roland. And could you just introduce yourself for us a little bit?
Yes, my name is Roland Houle, and I'm the owner and operator of Zippity Do Dogs on 160 Speen Street in Framingham.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks so much. So before we get into the restaurant specifically, why do you think a seemingly kind of simple hot dog stand can actually be an important part of the community? Maybe a tough question.
Well, every community has like one of those, little spots, little, hole in the wall type of place that has been there forever, but serves, really good food, and, everybody knows about it. And it's just been there forever, and Zippity Do Dog is one of those spots.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. So something that's like kind of a local treasure in a
Right.
sense. Right. Right. And adds a little bit of a history there. I guess maybe somebody's brought, their grandpa brought them and they're bringing their kids now kind of thing.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's so exciting. So for anybody that's never seen Zippity Do Dog, what is it like? Can you describe it a little bit for us?
Yeah, I mean, it's a food trailer that's actually in a parking lot. And you order the customers are outside. You order outside. We have picnic tables and things like that for you to sit at and eat. And we're right on the Contituate Rail Trail. So we have people that come from the rail trail, or they drive in, or they walk in from one of the local businesses. And they order the food at one window and then move over and get it at the next window. So we have hot dogs, hamburgers, sausage, vegetarian options, things like that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, so just a very classic sort of food truck style, but it's this more trolley trailer. That's
right.
Super,
it's shaped like a trolley trailer. One of the kind of unique things about it, although it is a food trailer, it doesn't move. We're actually attached to the power line. So I get calls all the time about, can you come and cater this event, or that type of thing. I'm like, sorry, we don't we don't travel.
Right.
We're thinking about getting a second trailer and doing that, but right now it's just our one trailer.
Okay, so stay tuned for sure, just in case. But for now, we are sedentary. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, that's so awesome. So you told me that Zippity Do Dog has been around for a while. Can you tell me a little bit about the history of it?
Yeah, about 15 years ago, it was started behind La Cantina, also in Framingham, obviously. And after 2 or 3 years, the trailer actually moved locations to its current location. So it's been there, over 13 years now, in that same parking lot. There's been at least 3 different owners since then. So I'm actually the third owner in this spot. I bought it about 2 years ago. So, a couple of months before the pandemic, probably not the best timing, but still it's been a lot of fun. I worked in the IT world for decades, and then kind of just got sick of it, really. Wanted something completely different, and a food trailer can't be much more different than IT. Very, very different. But ironically, the gentleman I bought it from was also someone that had been in the IT world, and then left the IT world and got into bought Zippity until he retired and sold it to me. So so it's been there for over 13 years now, and I get people coming, they're saying, I used to come here as a teenager, and then they're there with their kids, so it's kind of funny.
Right, that's super cool. Did you used to go and eat there before you came and bought it as well, or did you just
I
say?
I did. I didn't live in the area. I worked in the opposite direction from there, so I did, but not very often. Just I loved it, but it just wasn't an easy place for me to get to.
Right. Makes sense, but
yeah,
but you
the
went
other
ahead
thing
anyway.
too,
Yeah.
right. The other thing too is we used to only have hours during the week. So basically serve the business lunch crowd. Now we have weekend hours, so that's something I added. So that more people have the option of going there. So I get customers all the time, come on Saturday and say, I've been driving by this place for a decade now, and I've never even seen it open.
Okay.
Because it's just bad timing for them.
Right.
So now they have the option to come, and they're regulars, so that's good.
Right, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's unfortunate sometimes, like obviously people that run restaurants would love to have weekends off too, but nobody can go a lot of times during the week. Yeah. Okay, that's super cool. How many picnic tables do you guys have out there for people to sit in?
I think we have 3 or 4 that are like on the roadside, and then we've got 2 down on the rail trail.
Okay.
So I think we have 6 altogether.
All right, so a decent amount of space then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, awesome. So I did take a peek through your guys' Facebook, and you have some super enthusiastic reviews. So what kind of food is offered, and why is it so special?
I mean, hot dogs, hamburgers, sausages, like I said, there's veggie burgers.
Right.
We don't have a veggie dog right now because we haven't found a good one that we like. We're actually testing a couple, so we should have one pretty soon.
Okay.
But I mean, it's like chips and soda. It's kind of no frills, but it's the quality of the stuff that we use.
Right.
We use KM old time Franks, so the kind that have that snap when you grill them. We don't boil them or steam them. So we grill the buns and we grill the dogs. So it's great when you have that hot dog that you bite into and you feel that snap.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yes, it's all about the quality. So just somebody craving that sort of simple, like you said, no frills food, but in a good quality, which sometimes is hard to find. Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. There's other places that, they serve it. They're steamed, or boiled, or something like that. And, the buns are a bit soggy or, something like that. But, it's hard to find that good quality one. But
right. It makes a difference for sure. Grilling everything. Awesome.
Definitely.
So what is the most popular dish that you guys serve over there?
Our signature hot dog is the Zippity Do Dog, and that is it's a slice of bacon with the grilled dog, and then covered in our own homemade coney sauce, and then caramelized onions, and then mustard on top. So that's definitely our most popular dog. We sell a lot of those every day.
For sure. Right. Yeah, definitely sounds pretty good, and a little bit different as well.
Yeah.
So the signature coney sauce, do you guys make that in-house then?
Yes, we do. It's our own recipe. We make it ourselves.
Okay. Excellent. That's so cool. That definitely adds a little element of uniqueness and mystery as well, the secret sauce, I think, too.
Awesome. I mean, we the second most popular, it's a close second, but it's a chili cheese. And again, we make our own chili. So it's our own recipe that we make. And that's very popular too.
Right. Awesome. Yeah, I think one of the only negative reviews I saw was that you need to serve bigger bowls of chili because people love it so much.
we since that review, we've actually added a second option.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. There you
Yeah,
go.
we have like a cup and a bowl now.
Ah,
So
there you go. Perfect. So the really good chili, awesome dogs. That's great.
yeah.
What is your personal favorite? One of the most popular, or do you have a different one you would recommend?
I mean, I like those two, but my
Mhm.
personal favorite is actually probably a little simpler, and it's
Mhm.
basically just a bacon cheese dog. Slice of
Okay.
bacon, the hot dog, and it's covered in nacho cheese. You know,
Okay.
so I mean, it's really tasty.
Right. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah. So definitely lots of choices for people that come down to, and that's great to hear you have the vegetarian options. And
Yeah.
soon to be a vegetarian dog, but I understand it's hard to find good veggie sausages.
Yes, it took a while to find a good burger that we like too. That
Right.
that we could do in a quick enough time to serve people. So
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, the fact that you care and that you're trying to make sure that it's also a tasty veggie option is great for
yes,
everybody
yes,
looking
it has
for
to be
that.
something I want to eat too.
Right.
I don't want to serve it just to be able to say I have a vegetarian option. I want to actually um, be good quality and taste good. So.
That's awesome. All right. So because you guys serve outside, is it seasonal or is it open all year round?
It is actually open all year round.
Okay.
Previous owners closed for some or all of the winter, but the
Okay.
2 winters I've had it, I've actually been open all winter, and it's actually amazing to me. How many people still go out there
Yeah.
and stand outside and order a hot dog from me in the winter.
Right.
I've told them in the fall I get a lot of questions of like, when are you closing, and I always have the same answer. It's I will stay open all winter as long as there are people coming for me to serve.
Right.
And so far I've had 2 winters where I've stayed open all winter long. So
Okay.
that's a good sign. It always surprises me that they're willing to stand out there.
Mhm.
20-degree weather or something, maybe. Might be snowing out, but they're standing
Right.
out there waiting for a hot dog.
Right.
They usually end up eating in their car, not at the picnic tables, but it's still surprising that they're willing to come. And I think it's a testament to the food and everything that they're willing
Right.
to stand out there in the cold and wait for a hot dog or two.
Sure. Yeah, definitely says something about the quality and also just something fun and interesting to do, I guess, too, and
Yeah,
take your kids out of the house. And even if you're eating in the car, it's still outside.
right, exactly.
Right. That's great. That's good to know. I'm sure a lot of people, like you said, assume just automatically because of the style that you're going to be closed. But so that's
Yes.
awesome for anybody
Yeah.
checking this out that they can come anytime.
Yeah, I get a lot of people in the spring. They're like, "Oh, that's it's great that you're open. When did you open back up?" I'm like, "I never closed." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was
Right.
open all winter." "Oh, I didn't know that."
Right. I guess they've had around 10 years of it closing during winter, though, probably, right?
Exactly.
So,
And I saw a big difference, and I assume some of it's because of the pandemic, but the first winter, which was pre-pandemic, my customers were pretty thin, enough to stay open and everything, but they were pretty thin, and I think it had a lot to do with that. They weren't used to it being open. They didn't know, a lot of people didn't know it would be open.
Right.
The next winter, this past winter, was really good.
Yeah.
No complaints about that at all for being winter time. Obviously summer is still much better,
Right.
but as long as I can pay the bills and stay open, that's a good thing, right?
That's awesome. Great. Good to hear. I'm sure sometimes people are just driving by and they see it's open and what, and probably veer off the road.
That happens.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, people can definitely check out your Facebook down in the link in the description, and they can keep an eye out there just in case to have a better idea of hours and that kind of thing. But at least they know now.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I mean, basically right now it's Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 3. So not a lot of hours, but that there's a lot of prep time and cleanup time and everything that goes along with that. So for basically a one-man operation. I mean, I have some people, family members and stuff like that help me at busy times. But, for the most part, it's myself.
Okay.
That's in the trailer,
Right. So it's kind of a one-man show then.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome. Great. So before we wrap things up here, is there anything else you wanted to mention that I maybe should have asked that I didn't?
Let's see. I mean, I'm looking forward to the rail trail actually opening up and the overpass over Route 30 opening up, because I think that's going to, open up a new world to Zippity. Sure. People in Natick or something like that coming down the rail trail from that direction. They've probably never seen us or heard of us before. But it makes a big difference. I'm right near TJX headquarters. They've been closed for the last year. The headquarters have been closed, and that was a huge customer base. So I'm eagerly awaiting them to come back, as well as some of the other businesses in that area. Once they aren't working from home anymore and they're coming into the office, hopefully they'll be coming back. But, I have zero regrets about, opening this, even with all the pandemic issues that have been going on and everything. It was very unexpected, but that's been the way for everybody, right? So, but it's a great little time. It's a great little place to go and just have a quick bite to eat at a pretty inexpensive price. So
awesome. Great. Well, I'm hoping that anybody watching this that hasn't been down there will go check it out, or people that are already fans, maybe they learned something new about the hours and being open in the winter. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us today. It sounds like a super special place with some really delicious food that I'd love to come check out sometime. Awesome. So if anybody watching this would like to have an interview with us as well, talking about your neighborhood restaurant, a park, a museum, or any other establishment, you can just get in touch with us through our website or through social media, which you can check out down in the description, as well as checking out the Facebook page for Roland's Zippity Do Dog over there. All right. Until next time. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.